Oh, what's going on, Sean? Wow.
Yes, come on. That's such a badass intro.
End of 2024, though. Is this our last show of the year?
Officially, word on the street is Susan said it had to be our last show. She said she was not going to tolerate one more episode in 2024. That's it. You boys are cut off.
You never know. All I know is the last Wednesday of the year is going to be Christmas. Isn't it Wednesday?
See? So, I'm just saying, maybe. No, we got
this
is never a chance, right? Christmas Eve with our families. Like, let's do a podcast. What? Yeah. Come on. No, this is officially the last show.
What are the odds of one of us calling the other one on Christmas Day saying you want to do the show?
Tell us in the comments if you want to see us try that.
You want to see one of us say
it. We might be able to trump Susan. I can try to find the controls. She has all of them, but we'll find some buttons to push.
The first Wednesday of the year, we'll have another show saying whose wife was more mad, right?
Because we didn't have the show, right? Didn't keep my husband entertained on Christmas Eve. He was playing with all the kids' toys. We should have been on My Fence Life podcast. No, that's right. So last one of the year, and then right behind that, we have the first one of 2025. I'm excited for 2025. 2024 is coming in fast. It's coming to an end, and 2025 is going to be right around the corner. It's happening.
It's been a crazy year, man. It's like a roller coaster. This last 2-3 months of the year, I feel like it's been an entire year's worth of work we've done in the last 2 months.
In 2 months,
nuts, isn't it?
There's been a lot of stuff going down this year. It's been like I almost thought like a very long, drawn out, busy year for sure. What is the beeping in my headset? Is that people popping into the background or what?
I think there's people. What's this episode? What this episode's all about? I mean, this is something I don't think anybody's ever done. This is if anybody in the industry wants to come in, ask us a question, or just talk to us, or promote your product, anything. I think Susan gave us a timeline of everybody, 5 minutes or something. But
she said we can go live for 5 hours tonight.
Yeah, no. But you said,
wait a minute. She's going, no, I didn't say that. Take them down. Yeah, no, we want to hear from you. If you're in the comment section, there's a link right there. It says, if you'd like to join us, click that link. We'll put you in the background and bring you on. And then you can ask Brian whatever you want. Hey, you're muted, Brian. Something happened to Mike. Brian's muted. Brian. He can't hear me either? Or am I muted? Is it me? I can hear myself, I think. What is going on? What in the hostile? Mute. So tell me in the comments if I got to fix my audio or if it's Brian's. My audio? I didn't touch the damn thing. Brian, I can hear Sean. Yes, so it's Brian's over there yelling. Susan turned off Brian's mic. Look at that. Susan can hear me. I think I can hear myself. I don't know. Could be crazy. We need Susan's help. I can hear Sean. They can hear me. I have taken over the show. Officially have taken over the show. So what we're going to do, speakers. Yeah, there we go.
Is that better? Am I back?
Got it.
Am I back?
Good. Yes.
All right. I don't know, man. Technology.
We got it. Look at Susan's like, okay, forget those guys. I'm putting up the biggest event starting off 2025. Look at this. First ever fence cruise.
Dude, this thing has been blowing up lately.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
We have the whole entire boat. It's the whole boat. The whole boat. Front to back. Everything. We didn't even kick the captain out. We had to take his room.
And they're bringing in a bunch of dirt. I heard on the Lido deck they're calling it. We're going to be pounding posts, building fence, right?
Officially, there'll be no fence building. So the wives that are listening right now.
Yeah, no fence building. This is a vacation. This is
the closest. This is the closest thing. Yeah.
What about those horses, man? Are we all seeing this correctly? Do you got a bunch of
Hey, I'm the biggest fake cowboy in our industry. Come on. Don't even have a cowboy hat right now. But no, we do have the horses in the stable right now. They're out there just chilling. So we haven't put them in the pasture yet because it's rained for 4 days. It's an absolute muddy mess. I'm hoping to get them out tomorrow and see how that fence holds up to it.
Yeah, that's good. Well, the fence that you guys just all built at the last fence camp, right?
It's back. And there's a fence out there as well. So I'm hoping that it all goes smooth, but they are out there tucked in nice and neat in their stalls. We are officially a ranch.
Yeah.
I don't know. 3 horses make it a ranch. I'm going to call it a ranch. It's officially probably nothing more than a house.
What? No, dude, you're like, that's like I mean, I don't know what you got going on there, man. It's like a compound, dude. You got your own water supply. You got like a lake, waterfalls, horses. I mean, you probably got goats and crap out there. I don't know.
Not yet.
You're going to be growing your own food.
Chickens. Yeah, we should get all that stuff. All right, we got somebody who wants to jump on already. Send them. Come on.
Send them in. Yeah, I don't see them on my end.
Well, it's in the comments. Go to the comment section. Let everybody know. Absolutely. Click the link. So Blake Thomas, jump on. Blake Thomas.
Maybe. Oh, Blake, man. Let's get Blake on there.
Oh, I know. We also have a famous podcaster in the comments right now. He's just chilling right now. He's just trying to eat his popcorn.
Fence Guy Friday.
Yeah,
Craig.
we got to get Craig to click the link. Come on.
Yes, Eubanks.
Yes. Let's see it. The Fence Guy Friday.
We got to get him to chime in there. Well, we got some questions though, man. I mean, we've always got tons of questions from the fence industry only. Let's go through a couple of them things real quick.
Susan, you got those?
But I think we got to do.
What would Brian and Sean say?
That'd be the corniest shit. I don't know. Like that. So I actually answered this question with this gentleman. He actually texted me directly today.
Veterans Fence. Yeah, they're good guys.
Yes,
I think the first time I met them was Caleb Roth's Staining, if I remember correctly, it was Caleb Roth's Staining University over there in Tennessee.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Damn.
Yeah, a bunch of them.
They were in the academy for quite a while. Got off to a great start. So they're doing big things over there. But, the question is, it's about sales structure and pay, and they're trying to figure out the best way to make that happen. Most guys in our industry or most companies pay some sort of a commission.
Yeah.
Some are all commission. Some are a commission split salary. I tend to believe in a commission split salary. I like to make sure that they're getting a check no matter what. I got to take care of their family, but I want to motivate them a little bit to go out and get those sales. So, Lorna is a monster. What are you talking about? What? I don't know what she's talking about. We give them a salary and a take-home car, cell phone, fuel, that type of stuff, all inclusive. That's what we do.
Yeah, it's I mean, for us, I mean, I remember I started off doing sales, obviously, as I was pretty young, and it was, man, my first sales job was 100% commission. Man, we got paid every 30 days, and everything you sold up to the end of the month, and you got paid like the 10th of the following month. They tallied it up. So
and that was in the fence business.
That was in the San Diego Fence down in San Diego. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So, I mean, so basically you had that hustle and they didn't collect any deposits or anything. So you got paid, I think it was like 10% commission or something, what it was, right? And you got paid for everything you sold and turned in. So you just had to get a signature and turn it in, and no deposits. They didn't collect any deposits from anybody. So they billed them when it was done. Everything was just billed, which was amazing, right?
Wow.
And so you would just, man, that last week, you'd be calling saying, hey, I'd really love to get this job going. And you'd even say it helps me out because I get paid once a month. And it was, back then, I mean, a big month was making $3,000-$4,000 though. So it's
probably getting signatures on jobs that you probably shouldn't have sold.
Yeah. Well, then it would come back out the next month though, because if they canceled or something happened, then it would be coming off your next month. So it really, you couldn't win. But I think now, a standard, I mean, for us, I think a standard commission is 8-10%. And, I mean, I fear the draws, because I think if you give sometimes the wrong person too much of a draw, they get complacent. And if they can 100% survive off that draw, then they don't have any drive to go out there and push, and actually get you the sales.
Yeah. So for us, I've seen salaries, lower salaries, $25,000 to $35,000 a year. That's not enough to live off of. It just helps, and then a commission of 3 to 5% on top of that with the vehicle and the gas card and the phone. So I've seen the 8 to 10%, but a lot of times 8 to 10% has a lot less of the stuff up front, right? So they got to find a lot of their own leads. They got to pay their own fuel a lot of times, or they might have their own vehicle when they're getting paid 8 to 10%. So I hear this in the industry. You guys will have this conversation and they'll hear 8, 10% over here, or 10 or 15%. But that's not the same as a guy getting 3 to 5 who has a W-2 and is getting paid a salary plus all the benefits and holiday pay and vacation pay and health insurance. You know, some sales guys, you have a higher commission, they don't get any of that shit. Right. So you're not always winning when you just have this higher percentage over here, because all that stuff's gonna get paid somehow. Come out of your commission, out of your pocket, from your commission. So
yeah. I was when I say 10%, I mean 10% is what I pretty much always made when I was doing sales, and it was definitely you got, other than gas and a company cell phone, you didn't get nothing else. So that was it.
Done.
What else we got? Let's keep these questions going.
Come on, Susan.
Man, what's she doing back there, man? I never know what she's doing. You know what I mean?
Nap. I don't know. Huh? What would Susan do?
What is Susan doing in the background?
I don't know if she's trying to get somebody on here or what.
I think so.
Put Fence Guy Friday. Did we lose her? Where'd she go?
What's the deal with your phone, man? I was trying to text. You got like 6 phones now. Is it broken or what?
I'm none of them are functional. I'm in iPhone timeout at the moment. Yeah. So I asked it yesterday morning. My iPhone said because this is all TikTok's fault, by the way. Just so you know, this is TikTok related problem.
You were downloading.
I was downloading all of it because I didn't want to lose any of it. Right. So I'm just downloading every TikTok bit. Well, I'm downloading to my phone because it's easy. Well, you know what happens to the storage capacity of your phone when you put 155 gig freaking videos on it, right? It's just too much.
Yeah.
So one says storage capacity, whatever. And it gave me like this little warning. And so I shut it off and it's never come back on since.
Yeah. Oh,
so,
man.
From the depths and then I've been, all over town trying to get a new phone. I'm ready to just buy a new one. And they're like, literally, well, we don't have any. We don't have any of the Verizon store. And then I go to Best Buy. Well, we have one. They won't sell it to me. Literally said, we cannot sell it to you because you're a business account.
Yeah.
So I'll pay you cash right now for the phone. No, I can't. And Verizon doesn't have it. And you do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got Gary, Easy Luber. What's up, man?
Oh, this guy's famous. I've seen his videos.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Well, I wasn't actually intended on being in your show. Somehow it just put me on, right? I just logged in to watch. And
well, I gotta say, I've seen your product. I think I saw you at the Fence show. Maybe is when I first met you.
Yeah.
And the louvers were the design where you can add them to like a wood fence structure. And put these louvers in there and they open and close.
Yeah, like this.
There it is.
There was a lady walking around with you, I think, when I saw you.
Yeah, my wife Karen, as a matter of fact. And that's where we met too, Brian. That was a great show. So glad to be there, and always a pleasure, Sean.
How's the product going for you, Gary?
It's going good. In fact, we just launched a new website. Got some other things to do. Looking forward to Fence Tech this year, and about to put together a campaign to get the word out to a lot of people. So.
Yes, let's
that's
check
awesome.
it out.
Yeah, you'll have to keep us in the loop. So tell us about Easy Luber. I mean, you got a few minutes here. Everybody's going to get a few minutes. Tell us about the Easy Luber product.
Sure. So it's a product to help fencers differentiate themselves in the marketplace is one thing. It makes it really easy, quick and easy to build louvered fence type products with an existing crew. We find that it's very useful in terms of differentiating yourself by offering something. Could be something as simple as an air conditioner surround, trash surround, or really upgrade that front fence that somebody might have on their property. Of course, sometimes they'll do a whole fence out of it, but it's a specialty product, if you will. So,
and it's pretty user friendly, right? It comes in short chunks, so you can add them together for different heights. Is that right?
Yeah, they come in 2 feet sections. They're aluminum, so that they work on the coast. Really, we'll do a steel powder coated version in the future. But we can cut it into individual louvers, or you stack them, right? So it takes 3 to do a 6 foot fence. We left enough room so that from the bottom of the fence, if you're going to put a cap board on it, that you're coming out right at 6 fence. So if you're in a homeowner's, it got the homeowner's Gestapo out there or something with the ruler, we can still fit under 6 feet with 3 of them stacked. Yeah,
they're not going to violate the homeowner HOA.
This is a whole new fence, or is it attaching to an existing fence? Is that what this stuff is? I don't even remember. I know we talked about it. Was running around.
It's all good. It's generally for a new fence going in, but the other thing that we've seen it used for is that somebody might have a good existing post. They want to do something different, extend it out the top or something like that. So it's also a nice way to kind of add, or it's not uncommon to use it for the top section of a fence as well.
Okay, so those attached to existing posts, is that what it is? on the outside of it?
Yeah, or most of them are going in with people putting in new posts, right?
Okay.
So it was originally designed to do on 4x4 wood posts. We've got some additional ones that are coming out, but of course, any type of post that you can attach it to. I'm trying to figure out if anybody can help me figure out how to attach it to a round metal post. That part I haven't figured out yet, but I can certainly attach it to just about anything square.
What,
Sounds like
what
you're just sending one down
application-
to Sean.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, try. Give me
Yeah.
a shot at it. What application would you use a round post? I mean, where are we using a round post that you would?
Well, I mean,
do
part of
this?
my fence in my backyard has, what is it, 2 3/8 inch, like galvanized
Is it
posts,
a
right?
chain link fence? So it's a chain link fence.
No, it's not a chain link fence. It's just part of how the picket fence is built in my backyard. I don't love it, but that's how. it
Does
was
Gary
originally
have a
done.
King Plus fence in his backyard?
Maybe
Come
somebody
on.
does. No, you know what? For years,
I have a section of it that has not been replaced yet. So yeah,
So he could have the old school with the brackets.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you have the metal brackets attached to the rails. And so how do you, I know how we do this, Gary. I have a solution for you.
Oh, cool.
So
All right.
we use a King Plus box on your 2 3/8 post and attach your louvers right to it. Easy
Okay.
peasy. Looks
Got
clean.
it.
We'll hide,
I've seen
we'll hide
those.
the
Those are
post.
so good because we're pounding into the ground. Those boxes go over there. You got the donuts, I think that they're called.
No,
that go
in this case, no donut needed in this case. So the box
Huh.
you're going to build, the King Plus box, is a 5.5-inch wood picket, standard wide picket, two
Yep.
2x4s nailed
Uh-huh.
together. You create a U shape with that. Add another picket to
Whoa.
the side. Now you create a box. Slides over the top. Louvers attached to the 2x4s. Done.
Yay.
So
There you
it's
go.
problem solved.
Sounds like we need to do a video.
It was.
Yeah,
it
we
was
do.
that was a
In
problem
fact-
for Sean King. Got it.
In fact, what I'm going to do is I was planning on replacing those posts because I got a section to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do that instead.
Perfect. Let
Yeah.
us know, man. Call it
Yeah.
King Plus Louver.
Okay.
Plus
there you go.
Louver.
All right.
Why do I
Hey.
feel like there's going to be a King Plus Louver video coming out
And stand by.
There will
Just
be.
a few minutes.
Yeah,
All right.
tonight?
Hey, so
Hey,
I appreciate you guys having me on
Yeah.
the show. How do I get off your show?
That'd be Miss Susan.
She don't mess around. Look at that. No goodbyes, no nothing.
Come on.
Oh
Woo.
man. Hey, let's get the other guy back. Let's get
Hey,
the other guy
hold
back.
on. Where did the other guy go?
How did that happen?
Oh man.
I made it on, baby.
I'll be right back.
What's up, Sanjoy?
Live from Las Vegas. I was just sitting in the studio. I didn't know I was going to pop on.
Yeah, well, everybody's just popping in, popping out.
Our local Chick-fil-A knows him as Sunjoy. That's about it.
Sunjoy. Only real men drink Sunjoy.
I didn't even know what that was until 2 weeks ago. I asked for a lemonade and sweet tea. She want Sunjoy? I said, no, I want lemonade and sweet tea. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sunjoy.
Only real men can drink it without getting beat up. That's why. But yeah, it's like, you know.
Takes a tough guy.
Is it Tuesday already? I haven't been beat up this week. No, man. This is the first time that y'all have actually let just random people into the studio, right?
Well, you're not random.
But I'm
You're
just saying.
pre-qualified.
Susan put up a link for people to
Oh, yeah.
join in the studio. So
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody
So
knows
how
that.
was? Oh yeah, the link's in the comments.
So what have you been
So-
up to, Brooks? Tell the world. Tell the world what you're up to, man. Where are you at? It's like that Waldo thing. Nobody knows. Nobody ever knows where the hell you are.
Well, because of you and starting at Finch University, I have decided to temporarily relocate to Las Vegas and help with the Finch University and help people learn about access control and automatic gates. So I am, at least for another year, just signed a lease here in Las Vegas and helping people get hands-on training. So.
Yep. A lot. We had
Nice.
discussions today, in fact, about that. So it's funny you came on. We're talking about the Quick Start class being quarterly. So it's super cool about that. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get more people in that quick start class. I think that's what we've really got the most positive feedback. But just to FYI, I talked to Alan today. What's up,
Yeah.
man? He's in the comments. But we also have that class coming up February 12th through the 14th. Anybody can go to, and there's Mark Cobb right there. Be there in February. JC Gurry is going to host us in La Habra, California, and we're going to have Luis from Automatic. We're going to be doing a hands-on installation on a practical gate with the Automatic SL90 and the new control board. So we're going to talk to Mark about Mark and Mary about what we can get away with there. We might do some loops, and we're going to install a gate operator on their chain link gate that they already have.
Nice. Do you know what
Nice.
kind you're going to install yet?
Yeah, the SL90.
Okay, nice.
Oh, yes,
That's
SL90.
really
Yeah.
cool.
So
Hey.
new control board with a 7-day timer already built in. So we're excited.
Well, we got you here. You might
Let's
be
ask Brooks. Yeah.
on this as well. Let's
The
see if
Brooks
you got
question.
some answers to this. So this is from Bob Ray from the Fence Industry Only group on Facebook. If you haven't joined, you don't follow us, get in there. I need a recommendation on hinges that will allow us to weld onto steel plates inside a column, but bolt onto aluminum gate on the other side.
Well, the bolt onto the aluminum gate on the other side, I would weld it on to an aluminum gate on the other side, but there might be a specific reason why you would bolt it on. Best person to talk to is Aberdeen Gate. You can go to aberdeengate.com. Jeffrey Presbaugh. He builds just the gates, doesn't install the gates, doesn't install the gate operators, and builds them out of Texas and puts them on a truck and ships them all over the world. So what he does is steel post, aluminum gate, buys a steel hinge for the post and an aluminum hinge that fits with it for the gate. So it's literally, you're just aluminum on one side, steel on the other, and that's it. And I want to say, I could be wrong, I want to say he uses D&D hinges that have an adjustment built into them. So he just buys the aluminum version, the steel version, and then puts the aluminum version with the steel version, and that's it. But AberdeenGate.com would be a good person to check out. And I think they just started selling their gate plans as well too. Jeffrey Presbaugh, if anybody wants, I'll put it in the comments.
So Robert Evers, and we know him pretty well. You know him pretty well. He says transition hinges. What exactly? And maybe I probably know them as something else. What exactly is that?
I have not seen those before. I have not heard that term.
That's why I'm thinking we know him.
I haven't heard of transition hinges either, and I'm sure it's something we probably use, just not called that from us.
Yeah, and speaking of Robert Evers, you and him got if you haven't checked it out, you guys got another podcaster called the Two Smooth Operators. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, it's the only show about gate operator life. You know, why not jump into the foray with gate operator talk. So we're pretty excited about that, and I want to publicly thank you for giving us a shout out the other day.
Yeah.
You took us from like 30 followers to like 150 followers in just like 2 hours. So we're
cool.
very excited about that. But
Good
you can
content.
find us on Two Smooth Operators, TWO Smooth Operators on all your social media platforms.
So get in there and everybody and block that. I mean, watch that right away. And he's gone. Oh, what is going on here?
Okay.
What's going on?
Hold on. We gotta get serious right now. Hold on, get
Oh, man.
serious.
Everybody,
Hold on.
man, game on here.
Yeah,
Game
the
on.
master's in the room. Okay.
Listen,
Sit up.
first I'm going to start off by
Why
saying,
is his mic so high? Hot, man. This dude's
why? What do you mean? it's so high?
He all tries to come out here with a sexy voice. First, I want to come
Yeah.
on by saying,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
you
the show
gotta know
tonight.
what you're doing in fence. And
yeah.
What
Let me
I'm
tell you
gonna
how
say
good we
is
got.
this. First, I'm going to tell you guys bye, so that way when Susan just randomly takes me off the screen, then you guys know I said bye.
You see what we're dealing with, man?
Yeah.
She makes
in case I don't see you
decisions.
again, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
It's like, holy crap. Hey, Mary, how are you doing? Yeah, I want to jump in, man, because I seen you guys were doing this, and I thought, man, this is going to be crazy, and see how it goes. So
Yeah.
then,
I think once we're going to try to do this every so often to kind of get everybody, once everybody sees that they can jump on. And again, we want people to come on and just, hey, this is your chance. You get a few minutes, pitch your product if you got a new product or something, or if you just want to ask us a question, get on there. Your Fence Guy Friday, though, man, that thing is blowing up. I mean, it's awesome to see what you've done with that to a whole new level in such a short period of time.
yeah, we've been blessed. So yeah.
So while we got Craig here, let's throw him under the fire here.
Uh-oh.
Send it.
Take me off, Susan.
No, don't take him yet. Come on.
All right. You want to take this, Sean? And
yeah, I've been following this route for a while, and now I've come to the conclusion that I really want to get into commercial work. Oh, we've let this guy down. Admittedly, I'm very green and don't really know what I'm doing. I've learned a ton and I've gotten better, but I want to be able to train a crew or 3 to just focus on getting the work. What would you all suggest how to train or learn how to do this the right way? I want to be able to provide quality product before I go out and try to get a bunch of work. It's fitting to get a bunch of work. Well, it does. It's if you're coming from the residential world and you're just getting started in the fence industry, there is a whole different beast to get into the commercial industry. It is a different animal from oh my God, just the quoting, just getting the leads is totally different, right? Blueprints and all this bidding, backroom bidding stuff, and then to get the project, and then all the requirements to get the project, and then the requirements that you have to follow to do the project, whether it be safety and all these meetings or whatever it is. It's a whole different animal. And if you have no idea what you're doing, I'm pretty confident you're just going to sign up to lose a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And first, I think we do need to say just because there's the word commercial doesn't mean you're necessarily bidding through blueprints and general contractors and things like that. So if you're trying to break into the commercial work, that could be anything. That could be just doing work for homeowner or for business owners around parking lots.
Yeah.
You could work directly. I mean, I do a lot of commercial work straight for the hotels down the strip. These are big hotels. It's commercial, but it's not for general contractors. So I think those would be good ones to chase at first. Go chase doing directly, because the contracts are almost the same as you do on your residential ones, but you'll kind of dip your feet in the water on what it takes to do these commercial fences, the difference between digging a 2-foot footing and a 3-foot footing, or commercial products. You're going to learn real quick that, it takes 2 guys to hold up an 8-foot panel, sometimes 2 or 3 foot, 2 or 3 guys to hold up these heavy 8-foot panels, commercial, opposed to the residential ones. So things like that. So that's where I would say start off on commercial work, and don't just think commercial work is nothing but general contractors, because those guys will tear you up if you've never done it before.
They see fresh meat.
Yeah.
They'll take you.
Craig, what do you think, Craig?
My advice would be, don't get discouraged by bidding the first one and not getting it.
Yeah.
Because usually it takes 5-10 bids before you actually land one, unless you're just always, like Mark Olson said, if you're always just the lowest bidder, then usually they'll pick you. But you don't want to be the lowest bidder. So, but I mean, other than that, and then if you don't want to look through blueprints, there's always Isaac Alexander.
Yeah.
And he does all that stuff for you. And then I was a little confused though, where he said, I want to be able to train a crew or 3. I was like, what happened to the second crew? I'll just jump into it. Like,
Why not?
You don't make no money for the third crew.
yeah. Like, man.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Training them, it's on the job, man. I still think that sometimes that quality comes from quantity, and you got to get out there and make some mistakes. And I mean, as long as you're not putting anybody at risk, there's nothing wrong with making a mistake. The customer's going to make you redo it. But you get out there and it's going to cost you money. You get out there and reset posts that you didn't lay out correctly or something the first time, and you won't do it again.
Nope, definitely not.
This is why you have an equalizer, that way you don't miss that post.
But on a commercial scale, your mistakes cost you a lot more. That's the thing. So
that's true.
And times your 3 crews. It adds up quick. Yeah.
So what before Susan takes you off the show here, Craig? So real quick, how is 2024? How did it go for you? Real quick, what, like one sentence type thing. What was 2024?
Fast.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm gone.
Boom.
No.
And there goes Craig.
Wow.
Okay, this is way too big for me.
Hey, what's up, Kevin?
Hey, bud. How you guys doing?
Kevin, what's going on, man?
Yeah, I feel kind of very small here.
Very small.
Oh, turn your phone sideways.
Oh yeah, turn yourself that way.
No, just the crowd I'm dealing with here between Craig and Sean and Brian.
Shoot. Yeah, stop it. Yeah,
you're the big dog here right now. Trust me.
Yeah.
None of us admitted the hinge that goes uphill, bro. I used to tell people you can't hang a gate that way. Watch Kevin's like, oh yeah, watch this.
That's what I didn't like to say. Can't do it. Don't tell me you can't do something.
Oh, I tell him you should do it. Is what I used to say. You should not hang it that way.
Right.
And then Kevin's like, why not? Well, I don't see a problem.
Yeah. I didn't
like digging out yards.
Oh,
so
no.
Yeah.
So tell us about Orlando. It's Orlando Hinge Company.
Orlando Hinge Company. Yep. It was just something we started. I've been working at Superior Fence for 13 years, and every aspect of it, and from sales to production to whatever I was doing. So just didn't like having those conversations with people. You think Florida's flat. It's flat except for on the side of people's houses. And didn't like telling people, didn't like telling people that we couldn't do that or you couldn't keep your dogs in or whatever. So started doing that about 5 years ago. And then because of what Brian's and Sean have done here with changing the whole attitude of, the whole fence community, I'm like, why can't everybody use these? So we just decided to market it,
Yep.
So frustrating for me driving around and just looking at all these literally just crappy gates and crappy installs. And I'm like, competitors, whatever. It's not what I do for a living. I run the fence company. So, just want to get it out there. Everybody have an opportunity to use them if they need them. That's all.
And it's helping a lot of people.
Yeah. What's that?
What's the
Brian?
flagship hinge?
What is it?
Flagship? Yeah, which
A
one's the
certain
flagship?
type-
Is it the
Yeah,
same?
there's a certain hinge that you're the one that you kind of it started the whole thing.
The vinyl.
The vinyl?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it?
We had one guy, he had a 20-foot U-shaped driveway, went uphill, and he couldn't even use a 10-foot gate. So we ended up making a bifold gate, folding the gate back on itself, a little 4-foot tall picket fence, and making the gate fold back on itself, and then making it open up the hill. So
That's wild.
so we kind of did that for that, and a couple other jobs, wood gates. It was quite a process. I don't know how I got here. It was a process, but
Like, I'm here.
yeah, it wasn't planned because it was all in line of everything else that we were doing. Whether it was racked cantilever gates or whether it was septic panel. It's just like, all right, let's do this, and then finally, the hinge was something that was marketable and something I thought that was easy enough to help other people. So that's kind of why we did that.
I love it.
So that's
So-
exciting.
And
I'd
just
love to
because,
hear it.
and like I said, and quickly, because I know I'm going to get kicked off here soon. I went up to Jacksonville probably 3 years ago, up to Superior Fence up there, and that's when I first met Sean. And just my reaction to, wait, you guys are going to train other people and other this and other, you know what I mean, and just everybody working together. So
Yeah.
that's kind of because that's that's the way I think. When you go into Stevens Pipe or something, you see another fence company, you want to start up a conversation with them and be friendly and
Yeah.
whatever. And I don't, all the animosity with the locals and all that stuff, that kind of didn't sit right with me. So just seeing that whole attitude change between everybody and, Mark and Brian and everybody else. And so that really changed my focus. So now I feel so comfortable just, hey, this is what we got. If it could help you, use it,
That's
I love it.
awesome.
So-
That's awesome. But real quick before she starts switching things around on us, how do they how do people find you? How do they get a hold of you online?
Orlando Hinge Company, Swan Hinge, Uphill Gate
Nice.
Hinge, Facebook,
He's
whatever.
easy
So
to
yeah,
find.
just swanhinge.com. And yeah, just come find me and I talk to a lot of people. We do custom stuff for people. I'm working on a bunch of custom stuff right now for round posts. I know we had that louver issue with the round post. So I got hinges that bolt on the round post now. So
Okay.
That's awesome. Well, oh, Billy Grove.
It almost makes this show. She's like, goodbye.
I don't know if it's on a timer and she does it right at a certain time or what. But
It's awesome.
she's even got me paranoid, and I'm not even the one she's
I
kicking
feel
off.
like I'm getting
You
ready
know
to
what I
get kicked
mean?
off any minute right now. Like
I
just
feel
better
anxious.
be
I feel
careful. Like,
anxious.
what is the old game show where they used to like goodbye and you would drop? Remember the game show? You had to yank them out. I don't know.
Oh,
You were like,
I remember
you
that
voted
goodbye,
off the show, right?
and you were like, take it. You like disappeared, blew up.
It's like that Dancing with Stars or something where everybody
I
once three
don't
people
know.
push a button, you're gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep. Billy
Yeah.
Grove's in the house.
What's
Billy
up?
Grove. How you doing, man?
on. Look at this dude all chilled. He's
Look
like,
how freaking
yeah,
comfortable
Yeah,
you look,
man.
man.
Whoa.
Look how comfortable you
why?
look.
'Cause
Like you're
he's not
you
in charge of
Hawaii
the
or
podcast
something.
tonight. He's not doing the podcast. He's like, this is easy, man. I don't have to touch no
Yep.
buttons.
Look at this.
I
Look at
got
this. Look at this. I got my hat facing forward like normal and everything.
See? I see what you went with it. I see where you're going there, Billy.
So how you closing the year out, man? How's it been?
Oh man, dude, it's been good. Closing the year out at High Steel with some Blackline HHP.
Yeah, I seen that. That's good.
Yeah. Super,
That's good.
super excited to work with that product. Very nice, very awesome product. And man, I'll tell you what, if you never ordered for them, get yourself a trash dumpster just for the plastic wrapping that they wrap that stuff in. Okay.
Yeah.
They literally wrap everything. Every piece of material is wrapped in plastic in that.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, for years they had a problem with it would come scratched up, right? And so
Yeah.
I get they solved the problem, but now we're gonna bitch about how they solved the problem. Like it's not
Scratched up
scratched.
vinyl? I mean, don't you
Well,
just like take a lighter or something and just put a lighter on it and it fixes itself on that vinyl fence? I mean, what do you
Coming
worry about
from-
scratches?
These guys with
do
chain
that.
link, man. These chain link guys are just a different breed, bro.
Don't do that, Brian.
Don't you just kind of like
Yeah.
rub that with some rubbing
Like
rubbing
he's like,
alcohol or
do you just
something
take
and it
steel
fixes
wool
itself?
to it and just like rub it with steel wool?
Make it worse.
No, Brian. We don't do that with vinyl, okay?
Not at
Black
all.
light right now. Zach is freaking out right now. Like, no.
I promise you, Zach, we did not do that.
Hey, that's official. That's what Zach told me to do. If you ever have any scratches on your fence, you just take a lighter and you just kind of like heat it up a little bit and rub it with some rubbing alcohol.
No.
No, oh, no.
He
He didn't say that.
was like,
He didn't
"It's
say
not
that.
the
He's going to be texting
instructions."
me in a minute.
But yeah,
It's
so
not.
that's how I'm finishing up the year with High Steel. And then with the podcast, obviously, last night's episode was the last episode for the year because both my next times are on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. I'm sure you're the same,
Oh.
Brian.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 best of episodes that I'm going to air. They're not going to be live episodes, but they're still going to be best of episodes. I went and found all of the most listened to episodes, which are obviously the most popular ones, broken those up, put them all together. There's still the commercials in there for all the sponsors, so everything's going to be like normal. But that's how I'm ending that off in that scene. And then I'm ready for 2025, man. I'm ready for some more training dates. I'm ready for some new people on the show.
I got word on the street that you got one coming up in January.
I'm excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited, man.
Third week in January. Pensacola, baby.
Hey,
I'm
while we got
excited,
Billy
man.
here,
We haven't released the 2025 dates yet, so
No.
I
I'm just
can't
saying there's
wait.
one in January.
well, hey man, I can't wait to see him. And moving forward with High Steel, I can't wait till we get a couple more people hired. We had a really good lead come in today. Really super excited about
Nice.
that.
Nice.
Very well versed, and he speaks Spanish as well. So that
Woo!
is a huge plus for
Put
us
him on a
right
truck.
now.
Put him on a truck.
Huge plus for us right now. Speaks
Yeah.
Spanish and English like fluently. So
That's awesome.
yeah, so that's where we're going for 2025. You guys stay tuned. Thank everybody who watches the Gatekeepers podcast. Keep watching mine. Keep watching Brian's. Watch
It's
all
like
of them, man.
It's like he knows he's getting ready to get yanked off. You see this?
Yeah.
You gotta ask this question. Ask this, and he's like, it's coming.
I really do, man. I've been watching the time since I've been on. I'm like, okay, it's ticking. It's ticking. I gotta.
You don't know
I don't
when,
know.
but
I don't know if it's actually on a timer. She didn't tell us any of the rules to there.
I don't know if it's a timer or not. Alan Bowling, what's happening, brother?
What's up, guys?
Oh, we're having fun, man. We're having fun. This is a pretty cool format.
No, for sure.
It's like we don't even know what's getting ready to happen. All of a sudden, people appear and disappear.
Didn't I hear you were just talking to Brooks?
I did. I spoke to him today about some gate training.
Did you tell him how
nice.
to do it right? I hope
No.
you told him how to get it done right.
Yeah,
No, I'm always willing to learn.
yeah. So I've been trying to teach Brooks everything I know, so he can get out there and actually teach it right. But
Brooks knows everything I know on gate operators and a
know.
lot more.
dude, the
I-
guy's it's like he's like Sheldon from that TV
Oh,
show,
Big Bang
that's-
Theory.
Big Bang
that's-
Theory, except with gate operators. Yeah.
With gate
He
operators.
just
yeah.
he knows anything and everything about it, right down to the stuff that everything
He
you
is
want to
like
know and probably
Sheldon.
everything you don't want to know. He knows
He's-
too much about it.
And he'd be brutally honest about it too, just like Sheldon. Like, no, not now, Sheldon. What?
Yeah.
That's just the truth. These things
You're
suck.
gonna learn. You're gonna learn to do it the right way. I'm like, well, can't we just replace it? No, I'm gonna teach you how to diagnose it.
Oh man, true. That's good. Good
So,
analogy.
but he's got a lot of knowledge on this stuff, so it's really cool. So
And
let's
he
circle
hits-
back to this. I was hoping to do this while Billy Grove is on there. So Alan, you do some chain link, right?
A little bit.
All right. Well, here we go.
So chain link question. If I have, this is obviously for someone that looks like just trying to buy materials. If I have a run of 104 feet of black chain link, can I stretch 2 50-foot rolls to make that reach, or do they come shorter than 50 foot?
So the answer is you can, but I don't know if you should because
I wouldn't recommend it.
It's
But
gonna-
buying chain link is one of those things. I mean, you're going to use it in the future.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's-
I always try to buy more than what I need and then just store what I don't use. I'm going to use it again in the future.
Yeah.
So we take
and-
it back to the shop and make gates or something out of it.
And this black, being that it's vinyl coated, it's probably going to stretch even out a little bit easier. It's going to be a little thinner, probably gauge underneath the vinyl.
And
Most
so what
likely,
happens, it shrinks when you do that.
Yep.
So when you pull it too tight, the diamonds are no longer square, right? You pull
Yeah.
them like this. And so the fence does actually get longer, but
Yep.
it will actually get shorter.
Yep.
I've
you
seen
have a
guys-
shorter fence,
We
especially if you're
actually
getting 10 feet.
installed about 300 foot of that today. And I actually had the pleasure of watching, I think, Sean's video on how to do bias cuts.
Oh,
I've never
wow.
done bias cuts. So I watched your video and I watched SWI's and like I showed the guys how to do the formula and we cut it
Yep.
and it turned out great.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love to hear it. That's awesome.
I hate
So-
bias.
For the longest time, I was nervous and scared shitless about it. And then when I had to make the video, when they asked me to make the video, I'm like, is there somebody? Oh
Wait.
shit.
You
Again,
It's me.
though, I told the guys, it was like I'd never done it. They've never done it. And I said, we got enough chain link on the job. Try it. If it doesn't work, we'll pull some more out. We'll string it back up and we'll do it until we get it to our perfection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
do
So-
yourself. Just set the post crooked like this. Lean it over, so you don't- and then you can just do a straight run, kind of roll up over that hill. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So
We're gonna teach you how to
Let's-
properly set a
Let's
post crooked.
not listen to all the advice from Brian, okay? Everybody in the comment section, he has to be censored. He's kidding half the time.
I'm not serious. Yeah, you definitely shouldn't set your post crooked to avoid cutting a bias. But
But you can.
you can though. I'm just
I mean, nobody's really gonna notice.
probably shouldn't.
So Alan, give me 2025 in one sentence. What was it like for you?
So this June, we actually got us a shop space, and we've had
Growth.
quite a bit of growth.
There we go.
We had a November tornado in Oklahoma, which don't happen all the time. So we've got tons of requests coming in.
Nice.
We're trying to book out. I've started buying some more of my lumber in bigger packages, so I'm getting better pricing. And again, we have a storage facility. We've got a dip tank now set up. We've got a panel jig. So, like,
Woo-wee.
I am looking for 2025 to be a great year.
I love
Awesome.
to hear it. I love to hear
Yeah.
the enthusiasm. 2025 is
Yeah.
going to kick ass.
Everybody's excited about 2025, and I mean we haven't felt this kind of excitement in a long time. I think we all came into 2024, and I remember the attitude we were
We're
talking.
nervous.
Sean, we were talking last year, and we all said it's going to be a rough year, but we're going to push through it. That was our attitude.
And we're excited because we made it through it, right? We
Yeah.
survived. It's like when you go and do an awesome workout and you're like, oh my gosh, this is dreadful. But when you get done, you're like, ha, I did it. And now I feel
Yeah.
like I'm invincible, right? That's kind of like we did that with 2024. We smashed 2024.
Yep.
So now we're confident, like, bring on 2025. Come on.
We're still
100%.
Yeah.
We're
let's
still
go.
here, world.
I made it through that shit. I got this. Right. So, all right. Any last comments before, our wizard behind the scenes just like, whoop, makes you disappear?
Honestly, like I said, when you talked about the commercial, a lot of guys don't take in consideration the payments, how long payments come in
Yeah. true
after
story.
you complete the job. A lot of them don't put any
Lack
money
of
down.
Payments. Yeah. Lack of
Yeah.
payments. It's like, poof, where did all my
Yeah.
money go?
They rush you through the project. They want you then there. They want it done, and then they ghost you until they're ready to pay you. And that sucks chasing the money, but
And you're not.
And
a bank.
extremely competitive.
Yep.
Know your banker. I've got a good banker that helps me with my cash flow, and so that's how we've taken on some of the city and the commercial projects that we have.
Yeah. It's good. Yeah, good stuff. Oh, jeez, he always cuts me off when I'm talking. Have you noticed that?
Woo!
Kelly,
So, hi, Kelly. You guys
Hey, how
doing-
you guys doing?
Well,
I
you
had
guys
your
do
shirt on.
highs,
I had your shirt on today.
You did? How come it's
Oh.
not here now?
You had actually
Brian?
her
What's up?
shirt on? Like hers?
I have my NW Quick Pull shirt on.
Right, and you're not wearing it now. Come on, where's
I
my
got-
advertisement?
It got
look-
dirty, and then I got on the road, so I changed.
Kelly is
Okay,
relentless, brother. Relentless. Okay. She's like, where's my shirt at right now? Like, I don't care. You wore it earlier. Where's it at right now?
What did
You
you
know
get?
what
What the heck is that? Where
What
did she even
is-
get that?
I do like
Kelly?
the ears, Brian.
Well, this is
Yeah,
like
because I'm
we-
down in California.
So-
We're going to Disneyland tomorrow.
I'm nervous about this because if I
Yeah.
see that she did this to you, is there something I got to worry about next? Like,
I
'cause
feel
I
like
didn't know this was
she-
coming.
this show is for her because, by the way, everybody that's watching this, we have no idea about any of the questions, any of the images she's pulling up.
This is hilarious. It's like I'm just waiting for the next flip to
Kelly,
drop.
so how are you and Rowdy? What's going on?
Hey, we're doing great. You know, you're talking about how 24 went, and Sean, I just want to give you a shout out to your latest post the other day about
Okay.
and all the unburners out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing this a long time, and this year's been good. We are now available at Master Halco. You know, we did a lot of trade shows this year, and next year we got a different plan. We're gonna stick with the fence shows, right? But you know, our tool belongs in so many different industries, so we're gonna cut back on shows and focus on smaller trips and do demonstrations. Like Rowdy last month did a demonstration with the Department of Transportation, the state of Alabama and Mississippi. And so those are the things. Hey, if anybody's got connections with any of those kinds of people, please let us know. We want to come to your area. Another big thing is, you know, ours is a rental tool also. And so we are now growing in Sunbelt locations. So that's making it more available to more people, more homeowners.
Well, let's tell everybody what it is first, because I think we just assume everybody knows NW Quick Pull and what it is. So real quick, let's tell them what you have. Tell us about the NW Quick.
It's that blue tripod post puller. It looks like one of Sean King's tools, but it's really ours. Kelly and Rowdy Sloggett, my husband, invented it, and I'm the woman behind the business. I had some guy in your post, Sean, that was saying, "Oh, well, I bent the handle and I broke the chain," and I'm like, "Well, did you call me? Because I don't know anything about that, right?"
Yeah.
I mean,
but it wasn't negative. They wasn't negative. They said that it was so powerful it broke the chain. They made a bigger chain and they put a longer handle on it, and it's pulling it's pulling boulders out of the ground, right? So,
but there,
you would have.
There was another one though.
Yeah,
there was another one that said, you know, he did this, and I was like, "Well, did you call me? You didn't call me. I can't fix it if you don't call me. You know,
or call us, right? So we sell the tool. If someone calls us, we would fix whatever problem. But the reality of it is, it's a piece of metal, and guys can tear up anything. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes.
I'm not going to build a tool that's invincible. Okay, it works. Like if you run your car off a cliff, you can't call Ford and be like, "Yeah, but it doesn't run no more."
Yeah. And you got one on every truck, don't you, Sean?
Every truck has one, and my guys love it. You know, we get all kinds of comments about like, "Well, I just use a skid steer." Well, that's cute when you can get a skid steer there, but then actually, this quick pull has more pulling power than the skid steer.
And that's where the disbelief is right there. You know, people don't want to believe that a piece of metal.
Go to your skid. How many thousand skid steer can pick out 4,000 pounds, 5,000 pounds, maybe.
Yep.
This thing's rated at well over 10,000 pounds. Okay?
Exactly.
It's not even close.
Yeah,
right.
So, you know, we hardly ever pull post out. It's the weirdest thing. I don't. Maybe it's a lot more with the residential fences.
Yeah, you know, and I get it. If I was in a commercial setting, I would probably use a skid steer because I'm driving down the line, I'm pulling a bunch of posts, and I don't need 10,000 pounds. Not always do you need 10,000 pounds of pulling power.
Right.
I think some of the pushback we get is that they are able to pull posts with a skid steer. You're right, you can. But occasionally you have one that won't come out even with a skid steer, and the quick pull has the horsepower to do it. The point is this: when you're going those backyards where you can't get the machine, you don't want to truck the machine across the the city and unload it. You can carry this thing on your shoulder, walk in the backyard, pull the post out before you even get the machine loaded at the shop. Like, this is the problem. The guys think it's like, well, I wouldn't do that for 3,000 feet. No, I probably wouldn't either. Okay. Cause I would be tired pulling every single post out. Right. Yeah. Like, why do we have to go to this extreme every time? Well, that's not a good tool because it won't work in this extreme environment. Well, your skid steer is not going to work in a 5-post backyard either.
Yeah.
So we're going to not buy a skid steer.
In Vegas, we bore a hole down next to the post, the concrete, and then go underneath it, and then we fill that up with like gunpowder, and then we put a wick in there, we light that, and then we kind of just push blast the post out of the ground. But that's just how we do it in Nevada.
And then Wile E. Coyote shows up too, right?
That's not quick pull. That's shot fire. Wow, that is
another useful tip from me tonight.
Do not listen to Brian. Do not put gunpowder in the ground and light it with a wick. Okay, Susan.
Well, you gotta be responsible about it, though. Don't
don't put too much gunpowder.
You gotta
make sure you put the right amount, and make sure you wear your headset and you stand back and safety glasses,
helmets. I mean, you probably already have a helmet on if you're doing that.
Gloves on, and Speaking of gloves, I found a set of gloves in my trailer the other day. It said quick pull on them.
There you go. Yeah.
What I thought
I
was
like
so
that.
badass is the right color blue. I'm like,
Exactly.
How cool is it they happen to pick the coolest blue on the market? Good job.
That's right. Everybody thought it was yours. Oh, what do we got? Craig back on and Brooks. What a way to close this out, you guys. What a way to close
We got
this
a party.
It's battle of the podcast. All right.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, let's get Billy Grove back on here.
We
Put
need
him
Billy
back in
Grove
there.
back on there. Can you pull him back up?
Yeah,
Where is he? Get Billy to click back
Well, he
on
was like this in his living room. Oh, I
Look
knew
at
it was
this.
coming.
Look at this.
See, Kelly, I knew something was coming. Now, that's
See,
not
he's got
terrible.
hair.
Sean,
He's actually got
look,
hair.
there's even a little bit right there. You see that?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's Dylan DDK right there.
That's what fencing does to you, man. I mean, you could be like 20 and you look like you're 45.
Hey, but I want to note this.
Right.
Look at still wearing a blue shirt, and this was way before blue was cool.
Before.
Way
Blue was
back.
always your color.
Before I was all blue. Look at that. Still wearing blue. I didn't even know any better back then. It's in the blood.
Some would say you don't know any better now either.
Still wearing blue. And I still don't know any better. It's the coolest color out there, man.
We like it.
See?
That's right. Well, hey guys, thank you guys for staying on. Really cool show. Susan, that was really cool of you. I think we should bring Susan on here to say goodbye too.
Yeah, we should make
Oh,
Susan get on here. Because,
Susan, everybody,
Yeah!
thank Susan. She's the one that pulled this whole show together and has been running the back end and the rest of them. Thank
she's the
you,
one.
Susan.
She's been like, "Yeah, you're off. You're off.
And
You're
for
out."
everybody that's watching, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holiday, whatever you got to do to celebrate this year. We're super excited you guys watched all of the podcasts and interacted with all of us on all of our Facebook groups, our MySpace groups, or whichever one you followed us on.
Yeah, MySpace. Together we get better. That's the reality of it, guys. So this is awesome. We're bringing our industry together. So kudos. 2025 is coming in fast.
Susan, since you haven't been on here yet, tell us about your year and where you see the years going next year.
I just see everything growing and getting better and us getting stronger. We found our dream team. We're getting in our flow and only great things from here.
I agree. All right, you guys. Thank you. I know we get to say goodbye to a lot of people that were on here, but we really appreciate everybody coming on.
All right. Take it easy.
All right. See ya.
Thank you.
Take them off.